Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna film all the products that I want to use up in 2020. So I've gone through my collection and picked out a few products that I really want to get out this year. So I thought that I would share it with you so that we can follow up on it at the end of the year. But without further ado, I'm just going to jump into the items. So I'm going to start with base products. I have one primer that I really want to get out this year. This is the Professional Mass Rescue Primer. This is their mini size and I only think I used this a handful of times. So it's something that I really want to kind of use and get out of my collection in this year. I reckon this is something that I will use mainly in the summertime due to it being more of a mattifying primer. So yeah, that is the first item that I really want to get out of my collection this year. When it comes to foundations, I have two right here. I have the Shisedo UV Protective Liquid Foundation in the shade Dark Ivory. This is definitely a summer shade for me. It's quite dark and I really enjoy this. It's actually one of my favorite foundations, but it's getting quite old and I really want to try to get this out of my collection now in the next summertime. Again, since it is a darky shade, it's something that I won't be able to use yet, but I do want to use this up when summer rolls around and I get a bit more of a tan. I have one more foundation and this is the Lioele Beyond the Solution BB Cream. This is, as you can see, I only have a tiny bit left of this, so it shouldn't be something that it's hard to use up. To be honest, this is probably something that I will use up on my own time and not through a project, because I have such a little amount left. So that is just something that I really want to get out of my collection because I just put it away a few months ago and I haven't used it since then, so I just really want to get that last bit used up. I have one powder that I want to use up, and that is the Bare Minerals Pure Transformation Night Treatment. And you may wonder why I have this in the makeup section, but this is basically just a colored powder, as you can see. And I don't know, this is supposed to be like a night treatment with like that's tinted. I put it on my hand. Obviously you can't really see because it's quite close to my skin tone. It's like slightly darker. I don't know if you can pick that up, but it's just like a colored powder. I think this was kind of supposed to have really good skin benefits in it, so that's why I picked this up. I never really used it at night. I mainly used this on kind of low makeup days or when I just want to have like a little bit of coverage. But yeah, I haven't really reached for this at all in the last year or so, so I definitely want to get this out of my collection. I don't know how much I have left because you can't see through it and I can't really feel anything moving around, and I never really could, so it will be a surprise when this is gone, but it's definitely something that I want to use up. I have one contour product, which is this one right here. It's actually an eyeshadow originally, and this is the Mono eyeshadow, and I think this was number 4, but the text is completely rubbed off. So this has actually fallen apart. I tried to pan this in 2018, but I just never finished it up. And as you can see, I do have a little bit left. I will try to show you without tipping it out. That is it right there, but it, like I said, needs to be repressed, which is probably why I haven't used it. I did actually get some alcohol from my parents' house when I was home for Christmas because I had some there and I just didn't bring it when I first moved, and I just never picked it up in the store here, so I did bring some over so that I will be able to repress this and repress other things as well. So this is definitely something that I finally want to get out of my collection. I have two bronzers, these two right here. The first one is the Hoola bronzer by Benefit. I have used this quite a lot and it's like the everyday bronzer that I use now anyway. I'm actually not wearing bronzer today, but this is, like I said, the one that's been in my everyday makeup bag. So I already have a pan on this and I just really want to kind of get this out. There is definitely a significant amount still in this, and I think this will last me for quite a long time. But I just really want to get this out because I have other bronzers and I want to kind of narrow it down to have maybe one or two, like one lighter one and one darker one. Because bronzer isn't that something that I'm very fussed about. As long as I have a good bronzer, I don't really have to have several of them. So I do want to kind of bring that number down, and that's why I want to use this one up. On top of that, I also have a cream bronzer. This is the Bourjour Bronzing Primer. I haven't used this in a long time, but this smells lovely and it almost always has smelled lovely. I love this, but this is what it looks like. I have a bit left of this, quite a bit actually. I did use this mainly to darken foundations for a while, but I haven't really used it much as a bronzer. So I think this is something that I will use underneath my foundations, and I think this will be beautiful in summer when I use kind of lower coverage foundations. And I think using this underneath to enhance the tan will be amazing. So that's hopefully how I'll be able to get most use out of this. I think this is quite a lofty goal because I barely use cream like bronzers, but I really just want to get this out before it goes bad. I have two highlighters that I really want to get out, one powder and one cream. So let's start with the powder. You probably already know this. This is the MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter. Again, I have pan from this from use for my everyday use, and I just really want to get this out. I don't have too much product left, so I really actually think that I will be able to do it. It's very flat compared to what it used to be. As you can see, there is still a little bit of kind of dome in certain areas, but I definitely think that this is a kind of reachable goal. So this is the first highlighter that I want to get out of my collection in 2020. The second one is my Cover FX Enhance Click in the shade Bubbly. So this one is one that I tried to pan in 2018 again, I believe, but I just haven't reached for it at all since then. This is how much I have left. It is a bit of a darker shade, and I can't really use it in winter time, as you may be able to see on my hand there. It is a bit, the base is a bit dark, you can see there. But it's something that I will try to reach for more in summer and hopefully again use up. I have one blush that I really want to use up this year. So this is one that I saw as my holy grail. I really love this, and this is the Dior Rosy Glow blush in the shade 1. So this one looks like this, and as you can see, it has started going white around the edges. It also had a little bit of a mishap, so I tried to repress just that area that broke, because it broke a little bit in this corner. So I just tried to press it down with some rubbing alcohol, and it kind of had this weird effect, as you can see there, but it definitely still works fine. It just isn't something that I will probably be able to repress, but it has started going white. I think part of why that is because I kept this in my acrylic drawers and sunlight just got to it, because this is more of a see-through packaging. I think that is why that happened, but also I just feel like this may be getting old. It's a powder, so it shouldn't be getting old that quickly, but I just feel like if it is getting old, I really want to use this up beforehand. And this is a really nice subtle blush. It looks really light on the hand and also on the cheek. It just gives a nice glow, and I can use quite a bit of this, but since it's kind of color adapting, it enhances and it just creates this like really nice flush on the cheek, and I absolutely love it. So this is the next product I will want to use up. I think again this may be quite hard because blush takes forever to use up, and this has 7.5 grams in it, but we'll see if I'm able to do that. But yeah, it's definitely something that I will at least try to use up. I also have one face palette. Maybe I should have included this in the powder category, but this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. I want to use this up because I don't really reach for this much, mainly because I feel like I want to save this, but that is a stupid reason to not use something, because it's a beautiful product, and when I feel like I want to save for special occasions, I just never really reach for it. So I really want to start using this, and the bronzer shade right here, or like the darker shade, is already used up. The highlight shade, the lighter shade in the middle, I have a big dip on this side, and this side is quite high still, so it will take a bit longer to use that one up, but it's something that I think I will be able to use up at least. And then the powder shade, as you may be able to see, is quite flat already, and it's something that I will have no problems using up. So this is another item that I really want to get out of my collection. Moving on, we have lip products next, but just a quick disclaimer, I'm actually not including any lipsticks in here. I definitely want to use up lipsticks, but I just haven't included them in this video because I'm still doing my Battle of the, so I have a few lipsticks that I will probably declutter, so I don't want to include them in here and then declutter them later on. So that's basically why I haven't included any lipsticks at all in this video, but I do have quite a few lip products nevertheless, so I'm just going to jump into them. So I actually have 5 glosses right here. 2 are more like pigmented liquid lipsticks that doesn't dry down like the old school liquid lipsticks, but these are both the Rimmel Apocalypse lip lacquers. I don't know the shades of these because they are completely rubbed off the packaging, but I have this kind of peachy nudie shade and this pink shade right here, so I do want to use up both of these. I have 2 lip glosses, both of them are from Tanya Burr, and the 2 shades that I have is just Peachy and Picnic in the Park. Then I have one final lip gloss right here, and this is actually a mini from Colourpop. I got this with a purchase because my order was a bit delayed, so they sent this with them. I actually never opened it, but as you may be able to see, it is completely like kind of like separated. I think like the oil or like the liquid has separated from the pigment, which is why it looks like this. But like I said, it's never been opened, so it should still be fine because I got this, I would say like 9 months ago. But I will open it up eventually, and if it is bad I will obviously throw it away, but that is the reason why I want to use this up, because it is separated like that. So I will have to try this when I open it to see if it's still good, but if it is still good I do definitely want to use this up. Then the last 3 items I have are kind of liquid lipstick or like stains. So the first one, which is a stain, is the Benetint. I have this much left in it, and it's just a mini. It is something that I do want to use up. It's definitely not my favorite product, but I held on to it because I quite like the other ones, like the Cha-Cha tint, the Poser tint, those kind of products, because they're a bit thicker. This one is very, very liquidy, but this is one that I want to use up because I never really reached for it, but I think like it's something that I still would enjoy using, so that's why I would rather use it up than declutter it. And then the last 2 items are 2 very ambitious items for me, and they are both liquid lipsticks, and they're both from Colourpop. I have them right here. The first one I have is Seesaw, and the other one is Sollow. This one is very kind of blue tone pink, and this is a very nice nude. So those were all the items that I really definitely want to use up this year. I definitely feel like I will use up more than this, and there will be items throughout the year that I add into projects and stuff like that that I will use up on top of this, but these are the items that I will definitely focus on. So you will probably see these being thrown into several projects this year, and I will follow up with this at the end of 2020 to see how I did and if I managed to use up all of the items. But that, you guys, was all for today. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and let me know if there's any products that you definitely want to use up this year. And otherwise, I hope you're having the best of days, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye guys!